Hi guys, welcome back. My name is Amanda, also known as Mermaid Hair Donut Care, like donut. We're here for another random palette bingo. If you've never seen one of my random palette bingos before, I take all of the little pieces of cut up index card that I have used for my picking out of a takeout hat, picking out of a takeout container. I call it a whole bunch of different things, but it's basically my takeout container. This is all my new palettes. So I've also done another series of picking out of a takeout container that was all of my palettes. So I have combined all of those, and this is to get use out of the palettes that I have used already and just gets a little extra use. It's also something that I use for my decluttering. So I go through and I use the ones in my random palettes, my bingos, and then at the end of the bingo, I decide whether or not I'm going to keep the palettes that I used. I pick generally 2 to 3 depending on the size of a palette. If I get a quad, I'll usually pick a third random palette. I hope that wasn't as confusing as I think I made it sound, but if it does sound interesting, I just can't speak today. If that sounds interesting to you, stay tuned and you'll probably watch me mess up my words for the whole rest of this video. All right, so I'm gonna pick a couple palettes and then I do use my phone for my random number generator, but I don't cheat. I just write the numbers down and then I swatch them on camera. So here's picking the first palette. We have the Winnie the Pooh palette. Oh my gosh, that's so exciting. Okay, and then that's a Colourpop. And then let's see. Ooh, okay. I think those will be good together. Let me grab them. Okay, first we have the Colourpop Winnie the Pooh. It's called Sweet as Can Be. I'm pretty sure I've only actually used this one time, but it's super stinking cute and I keep it more as like nostalgia than anything because my dog's name is Winnie and she's the cutest little thing. And I love her so much. So I have a Winnie the Pooh necklace that I wear because of her. And then I had to buy this collection because I couldn't not. So that is the first palette. And then the second palette is the Lux B Aesthetix Susie Happily Ever After collab, the Lux Celtic palette. Now, I love this palette too. So I'm super excited. The funny thing is I was definitely going for potentially, hopefully, like a Valentine's Day look. Don't think that's going to happen, but I'm okay with it. I'm probably going to pick 3 shades from each palette because why not? So we're probably going to go for a more like green look just out of, unless I get all neutrals out of this one, because there's also some greens in here. So I'm thinking we're going to get a green look, but I'm going to go randomly generate my numbers and I will be right back. Okay, not sure if I mentioned it, but on my days off, I don't do any face makeup because I like to let my skin breathe. As you can see, I probably have a little breakout stuff's going on. So today is my day off. So it's just going to be an eye look today and probably some lips. I did do a little skincare, so hopefully that will help. Okay, so starting with the Winnie the Pooh palette, I got number 6, which is, oh, the shade Pooh Bear. Down here, I'm working on getting better at my swatches. That was totally uneven. Okay, anyway, I got number 10. Oh, of course, on this one, I get all of the like neutrally reddy brown colors. Okay, okay. And then number 7. Oh, all right. I got Oh Bother, which is their first shimmer. Super cute. Okay. And then for the Lux Celtic, all right, for the Lux Celtic, we got shade number 4, which, yep, here we go. Here's the greens coming in. That is such a pretty green, though. I love it. Shade number 6. Oh, Celtic Knot. This one was called Blessings. This one's called Celtic Knot. Whoop. And then number 3, which is Sacred Vows. Another matte, or our first green matte, I should say. All right, so here is the color story that we're working with. I'm not mad at it. So let me get all primed up and we'll see what we can do. All right, I have primed with my Milani eyeshadow primer, and I'm going in with Sacred Vows, which was the green matte, and with a fluffy brush. This is from the Glamlite Scooby Doo collection. I'm going to just kind of like lightly go through my crease with this shade. And I mean, I don't know if I should call this a spoiler alert, but I already know that I'm not getting rid of either of these palettes. So I know I said this was for like decluttering purposes, and I usually wait until the end of the video, but I can tell you right now, I've only used the Winnie the Pooh, the Sweet as Can Be palette from Colourpop, like literally one time. And that was during my first like picking out of a takeout, which was to just use all the palettes in my collection. But it is far too, the nostalgia outweighs the quality and or performance of the palette. I bought it because it was Winnie the Pooh. That is why I bought it. The fact that I've used it and it's a cute color story is just a plus, really. I don't even recall if the quality was all that great, but just because I literally have only used it the one time. So even if the quality is not that great today, I am still going to keep it. So spoiler alert. And also this palette that I'm using right this second, the Lux B Celtic palette, I'm not getting rid of this either. This is literally a fave of mine. I love anything like Irish related. I used to wear a Claddagh ring. Actually, one of the shades in here, which is the shade right next to the one I'm using, it's like the lighter matte green, is called Claddagh. And I just love it. I'm like not very Irish. I'm like the tiniest bit of Irish, but I just love it. I don't know what it is, but I saw this palette and I needed it, and it has one of actually the prettiest highlighter I think I own was with this collection. It's called Fairy Ring from Lux B Aesthetics. Hold on, I have it. Fairly handy. I just used it the other day. It is absolutely stunning. It has like a green gold like shift to it. I'm obsessed with it. I love it. So, yep, I'm keeping this either way. So, okay, so basically my idea, because I do have an idea, is I'm going to do mostly the neutrals on my under eye a little bit more blown out. And by neutrals, I mean these like almost orangey neutrals. This color is going to go on, hello. This shade is going to go in my inner corner. These two are going to be on the lower lash line. This is going to be all over the lid. And this one, I'm going to mix with my LAJ Beauty mixing drops on this fun little mixing pan thingy, and I'm going to make a liner out of it. That is my plan. Will it work? I don't know. We're trying. So like I'm just going to hop into it. I'm taking the shade Blessings, which is this super pretty light green shimmer shade, and I'm popping that all over the lid. I'm not even going to put anything in my outer corner to deepen it. Normally I would, but I'm going to try and make the wing somewhat large-ish. We're gonna see. We're gonna see how this goes. I'm trying to do something exciting and a little different than what I normally do because I've been very not creative in my eye looks. I have loved my eye looks recently, but I've been doing them all in the same style. not very creatively. I've like the colors I've put together have been pretty and like somewhat creative. Um, but like the way I do my makeup, like I used to do cut creases somewhat, like I used to do just a couple different like wing liners or whatever you want to call them. I used to like switch things up here and there, and I have not done that recently. Okay, so I'm gonna take like I have a little spatula type thing, and I'm gonna try and scrape a little bit of this shade out. It's gonna make me sad. I'm gonna do it off camera because I know myself, I'm gonna be a mess. Okay, so I had some difficulties and then I had to go a different route and I realized I never recorded what I did. So I tried to, not blinding anybody, but I tried to mix it up. I took like a little chunk, which I now feel super guilty about. I took like a little chunk out of Celtic Knot and I tried to mix it. I had to actually wait till it dried a little bit and made more of like a paste. And then I was able to utilize it as like a base. And then I went in with just like an angled brush. So I tried to use like a little brush, didn't work. And then I was able to go in with like an angled brush with just the dry shimmer itself and kind of like pack it on top. But I think the wing itself on each side looks pretty good. So I am not mad about that. And now I'm kind of just going to go in and do the under eye. I definitely think this even could have been more oh, I just wiped green all over myself. I'm gonna have to like clean that up at some point. Like I was saying, I definitely could have been a little bit more creative with the colors that I'm using, but I'm going to go in with, what is it? Oh yeah, this shade, I don't think I ever said the name of it. It's called In My Tumbly, like rumbly in my tumbly. I'm gonna put that on my lower lash line. Ironically enough, this is the brush from the Lux B Aesthetix Susie Happily Ever After collab. They're so pretty, these green brushes. I absolutely love them, and they go so well with the collection. This is actually more of a, I know it shows up kind of like brown right here, but it's more of like a burgundy, so hopefully this works out okay. I'm just going to put it, see, it kind of is showing up as brown. I'm going to put it for like I guess a little more than halfway and kind of under the wing as well. All right, I'm going to take a Blend Bunny B1 brush. It's this like little fluffy brush. And I'm going to take the shade Boo Bear, which is like the more orangey like terracotta shade right here. And I'm just going to buff that out. I think it's funny how in both palettes I got like shades that go together in each palette. Like I got all of the greens in the one palette and all of the like neutrally like orangey terracotta colors in the other palette. Definitely could have been a little bit more original with this look, but it kind of is what it is. These days I'm happy with myself if I'm doing my makeup in the first place. That already is like an accomplishment for the day, because I've been doing my makeup every day, not every day, every work day since I started my job. And I'm so proud of myself for that, because not that I have to wear makeup to work, but I want to, and it gives me a reason to get up early and use my makeup every day. And I'm so happy with that, because I was starting to burn myself out a little bit. I would come home from working like every day a very like physically demanding job, and I would sit down and do my makeup because I wanted to, but then I started feeling kind of like I had to, and it just like wasn't really fun anymore because I was so tired all the time, and I wasn't really like wanting to do my makeup, but I like at the same time I was. I know that doesn't make sense really. Like I wanted to, but I didn't. Like I was exhausted, so I didn't really want to do anything, but then I would be like mad at myself if I didn't do my makeup. Does that make sense? I don't know if I make any sense anymore with anything, so it's probably not, but I've been doing my makeup because I want to every morning that I get up for work. So, and I mean, I've been making content, and that's what I'm happy about. I'm taking the shade Oh Bother, which is the goldy, it's like a goldy peachy shimmer. It's actually really pretty, and I'm going to put that on my inner corner. That's actually super pretty. I definitely want to get more use out of this palette. This is the Winnie the Pooh palette, because I haven't really gotten any use out of it. I bought it, like I said, for the purposes that it is a Winnie the Pooh palette, and my dog's name is Winnie. So basically now anything that is Winnie the Pooh is something that I need. And I've been sticking true to that. I bought Winnie the Pooh Valentine's Day pajamas. I have my Winnie the Pooh necklace, which I bought myself for my birthday this past July. I'm sure there's plenty of other things that I have bought, just because they're Winnie the Pooh. Can't help it. Winnie the Pooh is not even my favorite, like, Disney character. It's literally just because my dog's name is Winnie that now I have to, you know, get everything that is Winnie the Pooh related. All right, I'm going to finish up. I'm hoping some eyeliner and a mascara will pull this all together and it will look the way I want it to. We will see. And maybe a lip. So let me do it. All right, guys, here's the final look. Well, that took a turn. So one, I love that I made the lower lash line a little bit grungier. I think it made the look for me. Two, I couldn't help myself. I tried to like brush off the little bit of fallout that I had, and it kind of made it look like I just had a highlighter on. So I was like, well, I might as well put a highlighter on. So I put Fairy Ring on naturally because it just goes so well, and it's like blinding amazing. And then I have the perfect lip, which is the Unicorn Gang. The shade is Spice Cider, and it's like this orangey color, which almost matches my lower lash line, like literally perfect. And then I was like, what would happen if I actually just dusted a little bit of the highlighter on my lip? And I think it looks so cool. This is just like a super fun look. I mean, I'm not going anywhere currently, so I kind of wanted to go for it and just do something fun. I think it looks so cool. The lip kind of, I feel like, ties it all together because the lip has a little bit of green and a little bit of like the orangey terracotta color. I love Unicorn Gang Shop. It's the Wicked Mattes. They're so good. They smell amazing. There's so many amazing shades. They are transfer proof. They don't come off. Wait, where's a clean one? Nada. Nothing, nothing, nothing. They literally don't come off. I have so many shades. I do have a coupon code or discount code, affiliate code. It is in my bio. It is Mermaid with Unicorn Gang Shop. I suggest you go get one because they're so amazing. These are probably my favorite liquid lipsticks that I have currently. And like I said, I do have quite a few shades. So what do you think? Is this a little kooky for you? I mean, I would wear this out, honestly. Like, I don't really care at this point anymore. I've come to the point where I used to be just like so shy and afraid to go out in public in my makeup looks. But again, I haven't really been doing anything like super out of the box crazy. This is probably the most out of the box I've done, and it really isn't anything too much, like, or too crazy or anything. So I guess that's probably why I haven't cared as much recently. But I still really like it. It's kind of giving Oompa Loompa vibes. Do I care? No. I like it either way. Actually, the more I have this lip on, the more I like it. I just can't stop staring at it. I keep looking in my mirror behind my camera setup. Okay, I totally forgot to say I also have a code with Lux B Aesthetix. I want to say that one is also a mermaid. They're both linked in, not linked, they're both in the description of each and every video that I have. So I'm pretty sure it's a mermaid for both Unicorn Gang Shop and Lux B Aesthetix. So keep that in mind. Anyway, so I already said that I was keeping these two palettes, and I absolutely am keeping these two palettes. So this was just kind of a fun palette bingo because these were never really up for declutter in any way, shape, or form. I'm keeping them both. I can't wait to use this one more. I actually want to give this a chance to be used. So you might see this in like my random palette series in the near future, especially for a cute little subtle like Valentine's Day look, I feel like. With the, like, there's cute little pink, like a rosy pink in here, and then this that I have on my inner corner could make a really pretty look. Or something. You never know. Whatever I feel like doing at the moment. So thank you so much if you've gotten this far in this video. Please give this video a thumbs up. It really helps out my channel. I have a new goal. So my goal was to reach 100 subscribers by the new year, which I didn't actually hit. I was at like 93, I think, but now I have 117, and as I'm filming this, it's still January. So I'm hoping my new goal is to hit 150 by March. So whether I want that to be the 1st of March or the end of March, I'm not quite sure. I kind of actually, maybe I'll just do it as the 1 year mark. So I started doing YouTube in April of last year. So maybe by the year mark, I want to be at 150 subscribers. If I could hit that before, amazing. If I hit that right around April at some point, I would be so happy because it's been hard to say the least. YouTube is a lot more difficult than any other form of social media to gain a following. So I'm just here, I'm doing in the darn thing, and I'm just going to keep trying. So I would love for you to subscribe and follow along in my makeup journey here on TikTok, on Instagram. It's Mermaid Hair, Donut Care on all 3 platforms. So I hope you enjoyed this. I definitely enjoy this, and I tried to do it at least once a week, my random palette bingo. So if it's something that you like, please follow along because I have so much makeup that there is always more. Bye.